Hello money magnets and master traders. Unfortunately, today was a bust. You can see on the daily chart it was a very tiny candle compared to what we usually get. Very choppy. It's a doji. Uncle has good news and I have bad news. The bad news was today's price action was terrible. I had a 672.2-ish level. That's the pink line right here. I was watching yesterday's high to see if we can get a breakout to back to all-time highs. Had a breakout here. As you can see, it did not work out. Had a breakout here. It did not work out. And these are all alerted in my Discord. And I tell you, neither of those breakouts worked out. And I have a rule for my own personal trading. When I go 0 for 2 with SPY, I'm done. And yeah, the market didn't do anything when it came to SPY. Very small doji candle. The only trade that I did do good on was with Beyond. This was alerted in my Discord this morning at 8:31 a.m. Can the squeeze continue? Because Beyond was bouncing to the upside. And I put, if yes, the next resistance at 231 must clear to put those higher targets in play. And if no, losing support at 211 would put 194 and $1.77 in play. So after getting stopped out on my first attempt of calls, I was a bit disappointed. So I checked out Beyond. And you can see right around the time I got stopped out, I ended up taking a long when it cleared that 231 level, as alerted in the group. Next resistance at 231 must clear to put those high targets in play. And Beyond pretty much saved my account. But SPY, as you guys see, not so much. So that was the bad news. Beyond saved my account, but SPY, what pretty red day. But the good news is, as you guys know, the trend days lead to the chop days like today. But the chop days like today lead to those trendy, volatile days that we all know and love. So even though today was a bust, the rest of the week, there's a good chance we're going to get some really nice move. So how do we trade going forward from here? Well, every time I see a chop range, I identify the chop range and I look to play the break of that range. In this case, we have a range of 670 to 673 based on this doji candle. So we're going to put it quite simple and straightforward. If we break below 670, that's our cue from the price action to be bearish. We could get a back test of the 5 DMA and also the 20 DMA right around the 665-ish to the 666 area. But we need the breakdown of 670 and 668.8 based on the mother candle's high from last week. Break down those two levels, we are good to go as far as being bearish. As far as being bullish, we need to see if 673 can clear. We need to break out 673 to send us back up to 674. And there's a good chance we will go higher to new all-time highs. I'm not here to make predictions. I'm here to identify the important pivot levels for us and get us ready for the next trading day. Even though today was not a good trading day as far as day trading goes, those terrible trading days lead to those awesome trading days that we love. So be ready to get back on the saddle tomorrow. Moving on to QQQ, also had its own choppy candle. However, the levels that I have for QQQ is overall the same. And I highly doubt that QQQ will be chopping tomorrow the way it did today. So if 610 fails, 608.3, 607 or much lower will be in play. There's a good chance we go fill the gap around the 604-ish area and possibly back test the fib level at 602.8. And if we do clear that 613 level, have resistance at 611.75 and 613, this potential double top will be canceled with 614.2, 616 and 617.2 plus in play. Here is Tesla, also had its own choppiness with an inside candle setup. The range is 440.6 up to 449.8. Whichever way we break towards is the way we're going to bet towards. So if we break down 440.6, take out yesterday's low, then the inside candle setup ends bearishly, and there's a good chance we drop another $10 to $15 to the downside. If we are to be bullish, 445, 448, and 449.8 still must clear, and above 449.8 I would be bull biased and favor another $10 to $15 pop back to the upside. Here is NVDA, still not making much of a move in either direction. 180 to 185 is my chop range as of right now. But once again, if we can break down 180, because it's testing again, this is like the third time this week it's tested, well, since last week, and it's going to get weaker. the more it gets tested. The buy orders are not unlimited. They will be absorbed. And once it's all gone, 177, 174 are much lower incoming. I have a feeling it's going to come either tomorrow or the day after. Now, if 180 still continues to hold, I will only trust the bounce if 185 cleared. 185 has been tested as well multiple times since last week. And if it clears, and I think it will very soon, either tomorrow or later this week, 185 to the 180 zone. Above 185, we are bullish. I'll favor another $7 to $10 move to the upside. And below 180, we will be bear bias. I would favor another $10 to $20 drop to the downside. Watch the break of that range. Here is IWM. Unfortunately has its own doji candle, and the range of this doji is 245.5 up to 248.4, so it's about a $3 range. Once again, 247 is the middle level, and if above, 248.4 must clear to send us back to all-time highs, or maybe new all-time highs, 252 plus. And if we are to be bearish, I need to see the low of today's doji around 245.5 get taken out. I do have a fib level at 245, so I'd probably watch that level more. And below 245, it is pullback time for IWM. Here is Apple. It's a little bit more bullish and a higher close than yesterday. 262.8 and 265 are the resistant levels. Above 265, it was a nice rejection today. But if it clears tomorrow, 266.8 or higher in play. Now, we did get the rejection, and to trust it more, I need to see support at 261.8 and 260 fail, and below 260 would put 259 in play, and then 258, and then 256 or much lower in play. Below 259, I would be bear bias again on Apple. And I can't favor more upside unless that 265 level can clear. We could get some consolidation. Here is the VIX. If you're wondering why it was so choppy and lack of volatility, well, look at the VIX. It was dying. It was dropping to the downside, but we're getting very close to this uptrend line here. And if we can get a bounce, this could send the VIX back to the upside. And to trust that bounce, I need to see 19 and 20.2 recapture. If those levels recapture, we're good to go on volatility. It's going to be good for trading. But if support level breaks down tomorrow around 17, that's based on this uptrend line, could be very bad as far as volatility goes. We'll see what happens. Now, before Uncle lets you go, I couldn't do this for you guys yesterday because cheddar flow was down, but it's up today. Majority of the activity came in around that 671.28 level, $254.7 million in premium. So, not much activity as far as DarkPool levels go. I'd love to see over $1 billion in premium, because a lot of time when the premium is over $1 billion, we get a very nice move the following day. And this is not a good sign, but we can't just base everything based on DarkPool levels. Either way, 671.28 is the DarkPool level. Above it, we can be bullish, and below it, we can get a pullback, but we also need to break down 670. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I know today was not a good day for trading for SPY, but remember, those days set up those beautiful trendy days that we all love to trade. So be ready. We are money magnets. No matter what the price action says, we are money magnets. So we must continue to embody it. I love y'all. Peace.